Today I will try 5 challenges that Alois sent me on Instagram. Alois is one of my biggest inspiration regarding hand balancing. His creativity and control is simply out of this world. I'm really happy he accepted to do this video with me, and we also wanted to challenge you. So if you manage to complete the 5 challenges, I invite you to put a story on Instagram with the video and to tag Alois and me, and for sure we will repost you. Now let's see what I have to do for the first challenge.
The challenge here is transitioning between the straddle plank and a handstand flag with one arm on one leg, with the bottom leg extended and the top leg bent. What will be interesting here is to switch directly from one to the other without pushing into handstand, and then really go down to the side in the straddle plank by bending the knee to the straddle plank and getting into that position directly in the side.
To start this challenge, I will need to work on my one-arm handstand flag shape, because the one that Alois gave me is definitely not one that I'm used to. So first I will work on it, and then I will work on the actual transition between the straddle planche and the one-arm flag. When you have a combo to do, what can be interesting is to split the combos in different parts. So you can work individually on each part, and once you feel comfortable with everything, you can just put all together and then do your final combo. As you can see, my flag mobility is definitely not the same as the one of Alois, so his skills look way more beautiful than mine, but actually mobility takes a lot of time to get better, so for this video I won't be able to have more mobility. I really don't understand anything, because I'm used to do the press and then one transition, but here I need to go from the straddle to the flag without any handstand. So it's really hard, but I will try to understand it. The problem here is that I try to go too fast and I don't control enough the transition, so I lost the balance every time. I'm not really sure that I'm doing in the right way the transition between the planche and the flag, so I've been asking Alois and I'm waiting for his answer. First challenge completed. I'm really happy about it because it was quite hard. I had to give it some tries yesterday and also today. Obviously I know that my straddle planche form is terrible, but it's not the main focus of this challenge, and I think you can perfectly understand that I don't have infinity power of planche. I had to give it many tries to do lots of planche, so after a few it's normal that the form is not that good. But anyway, I'm happy about it, and Alois told me that the challenge is completed. So let's move on to the second one.
For the second movement, it's actually an introduction, so a jump straight into one-arm handstand, but not the basic jump. No, here it's a jump with the free arm, which is actually behind the back. So the hand that's free, it's going to stay behind the back, both when standing and when in one-arm handstand.
This challenge is full about trajectory. At the beginning it can feel a little impressive to have to go to a one-arm handstand position with the arm on your back, but try after try your body gets used to it, and then it just begins to feel like a normal move and you start to feel really less scared. So my strategy for this one was simply to try hard and to try to adjust a little the trajectories, regarding how I felt and how I felt the weight on my hand. Also, maybe you've seen that Alois started the entry with his feet next to his hands, and personally I feel way more comfortable starting with my feet in front of my hands. Actually, we don't care about where you put your foot. The most important thing is just to go up with the arm on your back to the one-arm handstand position. I just achieved the one-arm handstand entry with the arm on my back, and I'm really surprised because I expected it to be really hard, and actually I have to say that it wasn't that hard. Sure, it took me lots of tries, but I expected it to take many more. I just sent the video to Alois and he told me that the challenge was complete, so really happy about it. Let's move on to the next one.
So here, the challenge will be a one-arm handstand flag, but with your legs crossed, with the bottom leg going over the top leg, so it's a pretty figure, where there are a lot of perpendicular and parallel lines. To make it even prettier, you're going to have to raise your free arm up perfectly vertically.
As you can see, for every challenge I used the Pro Parallettes from Nation and I added some grip tape to actually have a better grip. If you want the same, I'll let you the link in the description and you can have 10% discount using my code LENA10. We actually needed to adapt a little the challenge because the first idea was to have the belly that is pointing to the sky. And personally, this position just put too much stress on my elbow and on my shoulder. Already tried with other legs position and every time I just injured myself. Why the position is not exactly the same as the one of the Alois video. My main problem for this shape of one-arm flag was definitely a lack of mobility. As you can see, for me, I already struggled to find the right trajectories to go in the position, and then I definitely had the lack of mobility that made my shape really less good looking. The problem is that I don't feel the weight on my hands at the point it's supposed to be, so it's really hard to balance and actually to go to the right position. I need to work on it. Actually, if you work on flag, you have to know that you can gain a lot of mobility and of range of motion just by going a little more, on my example, on the left with my shoulders and my head, so I can gain a little more range of motion and I can make it way more good looking. Let's go! This challenge really felt like contortionism for me because I'm not flexible at all. I cannot flag more than this, my handstand flag. But I'm really happy about what I did, and also I didn't expect the cross leg to change that much the balance, but actually it changed everything.
So here for this challenge, you're going to start in a one-arm handstand. You're going to touch your knee with the free hand, and directly you're going to go into a one-arm handstand flag with one leg as smoothly as possible.
it really feels like impossible. I don't know how to explain it, but to keep the arm up is really hard, so I will try again. This one is definitely the one that took me the most time to analyze, because basically I was just like doing a try and recording it, then just analyzing it and trying to correct little by little the trajectories by seeing what it looked like and also how it felt like on my hands. This one is really difficult compared to the other one. I don't even know if I'm going to achieve it or not, but for sure I'm going to try hard and to give it my best. The fact that I had to do so many things at the same time, like to bend my leg, then go to flag, and meanwhile I was trying to put my arm up. All this together was really a lot to think about at the same time. Actually, it's not just the lower body that changed the position, but it's also the upper body that needs to go more on my left side to be able to correct the weight and to go into the flag position. I'm getting really close. I just need some more control in the transition and I will get it. We can also see that I have a little problem with the rotation. My feet was going too much on my back side. Meanwhile, my shoulder and my arm was going too much forward. So that made rotation movements and it was really hard to correct. Let's go!
So the final challenge is to hold a one-arm handstand with an umbrella above your legs. So with your legs on top, you're going to have to raise the umbrella or automatically deploy it at the top while not dropping the umbrella or falling yourself. It's quite a difficult exercise at first. The umbrella must be vertical, pointing straight up and straight.
I've seen lots of time this one-arm handstand variation on Alois' account on Instagram, and I always found it like really beautiful, and I always wanted to try it, but I don't know for which reason I never tried before. So I was really happy when I've seen that he decided to challenge me on this variation. This one was really a struggle because I needed to do it on my room because it's currently the winter and outdoor it was so cold. So first I needed to find the right place and the right trajectories to be able to do it. And then I needed to find out how to put my umbrella in the right position so I can be able to actually took it during my one-arm handstands. If you manage to complete the 5 challenge, you can put a story on Instagram, tag Alois and me, and for sure we will repost you. Meanwhile, I wish you all the best for your journey and I see you guys in the next video. Bye!